What's up, y'all? Alright, so a lot of y'all who've been around for a while may remember me bringing up the possibility of getting into the whole Twitch and video game streaming thing. Um, I haven't been able to do that yet, mostly because of my poor internet connection. So I'm gonna give y'all the next best thing. Now, since I'm recording on my laptop, I can't ignore rolling batteries, but I can't exactly set it up where you can see the whole screen and it not be all backwards and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm gonna just talk to y'all while I game. Can of corn. Should have been an infield fly, but but yeah, one of the things I want to talk to y'all about is some of the stuff that I mentioned in my previous video. I mentioned that y'all probably wouldn't be seeing too much of me because I had some stuff I'm dealing with. I still got stuff I'm dealing with, don't get me wrong, but it's not nowhere near as bad as what I initially thought it was. So, yeah, things were definitely trending up, and I got a much better outlook on things. So, yeah, your boy's back. Your boy's back mentally. Your boy's back physically. I'm not having as much pain as I was. Um, Granted, it took me 2 prescriptions. Oh, goodbye. Get out. Yes, sir. Dinger, baby. Dinger. But, yeah, it took me 2 prescriptions of painkillers to get through it. But, yeah, I survived. I'm still here. But, I'm here to tell you that when it comes to surgery in the mouth area, it is no freaking picnic, y'all. It's no fun whatsoever. Um, yeah, I mentioned I had 4 teeth pulled, so yeah, that was an adventure. Um, but I'm really glad I did it because the pain is gone. I'm not constantly having to, take Tylenol, Advil every 3 hours or so. Nah, right at him. But yeah, I'm just not having to do that anymore because the pain is just not there. Um, Granted, for about 5 days, the first 5 days after my surgery, I was in tremendous pain. You tried, buddy. You tried. Another thing I wanted to talk about is I just released. I hate new double play, man. That's never good. But yeah, almost 48 hours ago, um, I released what is my best album to date. I'm talking top to bottom, filled with nothing but heat. Like, I am really, really proud of the way this turned out. And when I tell you that just in the time that this album has been out, my Spotify numbers have more than doubled. I'm talking. Alright, so in the past month alone, my Spotify numbers have went up some ridiculous, like 450%, um, which is absolutely insane. Like, that big of an increase. Like, I don't know what to say except thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Like, for real. Because if this trend keeps up, I'm gonna finally be able to start making some things happen. Um, and speaking of making some big things happen, alright, I said I just dropped my best album so far. Um, Released that one on Friday. I've also got two singles scheduled to release this month. And then I'm waiting to hear back from a couple big name artists that I'm working with on some collabs. And then I'm going to reach out to a couple more and try to lock in. I'm going to try to lock in a couple more projects. But yeah, that's where I'm at music wise. Yeah, on one of those collab projects, I'm waiting on the. I'm just waiting on the finished product. Like, it is being professionally mixed and mastered, and pretty much as soon as he's done with that, he's gonna go ahead and send that one on over to me, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that release scheduled. And then on the other one, he's just gonna send me some. He's just gonna send me his vocals, and I'm gonna plug it in myself and go about mixing and mastering it myself and see how that works. Um, yeah, not gonna lie to y'all, this will be my first attempt at actually doing that myself. Um, I've always had something built into my software, or I've sent it off and had it done for me. But I wanted to challenge myself, so I'm gonna try to do it myself, and we're gonna see how this goes. But yeah, it's no secret by now um, who these tracks are with. I have leaked it on pretty much all of my social medias. So you guys more than likely already know this, but the two big name collabs I got is Country Strong of the Boondock Kings and Kelso, who of course was put on the map by Mr. Ryan Upchurch himself. And in all honesty, I'm really surprised either of them were willing to work with me, simply based on the sheer difference in, the level of where we're at. They, like, both of them have been on tours, and I've played shows in front of thousands of people, and then there's me. I record in my bedroom. I haven't recorded a song in a professional studio since my very first song, way back when I was still in high school. So, yeah. Surprised, to say the least, that either of them were willing to work with me. But I am more than grateful that they are. But yeah, I'm gonna reach out to a couple more artists and see if I can lock some more down. Another announcement, music wise, I got is there's an artist that I've worked with a couple times, who goes by the name of Sulfur. He's featured me on one of his tracks, and I've featured him on one of mine. And we were talking just the other day, and we're gonna go ahead and get a whole collab album done. We're about to start working on that. Granted, it will only be an EP. It's not going to be like a full 10, 12 song album unless we just go absolutely stupid with it. But, he's a lot like me. He's got a lot of love for music. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a ball working on this, and he's giving me some premium beats to use. Now, what I mean by premium is these beats were produced by the same dude who works on all of Tech Nine's tracks, like that type of level. I don't know how he ended up with them, but he did. Yeah, he's letting me work on a couple of them. In fact, he's already sent me one, and I've heard it, and I simply don't know what to do with it yet. I just don't. But that's one of those things where I don't exactly want to rush into it and mess it up. You know what I mean? And I do apologize for the more extended length of this video, because I'm gonna stick it out till the end of this game. just to see what type of reaction I would get on, as far as if I were to start up the whole Twitch thing and go that route. But that's a start to an inning. 1 pitch ground out, yes sir. But yeah, while I'm on the whole sports topic, who y'all got going to the NBA Finals this year? Like, let me know in the comments below. Like, I don't care how much is left in this video, because I know it's not gonna. I'm in the 5th inning over here. There's no telling how long this could last. But right now, go ahead and hop down in the comments and give me your pick to win the NBA championship. If you want, you can go as far as how many games they're going to win in. Personally, I'll tell you, in the semifinal series we got going on right now, I got Memphis beating Golden State in 7, because Ja Morant is that dude. Like, Ja Morant is, man, some of the stuff he does is absolutely crazy. Like hitting a freaking half-court shot, and it didn't even look like he was trying that hard on that one. It really didn't. But yeah, I got the Grizzlies beating the Warriors in 7. I got Boston beating Milwaukee. Now, a lot of y'all are going to look at me kind of funny for that one. But, hey, you already know what it is. I gotta keep that Boston love, baby. Now, a lot of y'all right now are going, what the hell are you doing wearing Red Sox gear? Ain't you a Reds fan? Well, yeah, I am. I am a Reds fan, yes sir, yes sir. I am still a Reds fan. But I got love for Boston. Yeah, I got Boston beating the Bucks, even though they got completely robbed in today's game. Alright, so first off, we had what looked like an offensive foul committed by Milwaukee on one end by Drew Holiday, shoving off to get some space, and then he went ahead and completed the layup. And then at the other end, Marcus Smart got fouled shooting a 3-pointer, which should have been 3 free throws, right? Now at this point in the game, the Celtics are down 3. So those free 3 throws would have tied the game. Instead, the officials, referees, called it on the floor. Said no shooting foul. 2 free throws. Okay. So there was those 2 that they missed. And even post game, Stephen A. Smith, one of the most knowledgeable and respected sports analysts in the country, said they were wrong. Like every single one of the analysts said they were wrong, and they missed that. Here's what I think needs to happen. Alright, you know how players and coaches have their post-game press conferences, right? I think you should do the same thing for umpires or referees, officials across all sports. So they can explain what the hell they were thinking when they made this bonehead call, you know? I also think that there should be some sort of penalty for, you know, for an official missing or making such a bad call. For example, a couple years ago in the NFL playoffs. Now, a lot of y'all know where I'm going with this. The New Orleans Saints had what was a clear pass interference on their opponent. Was not called. And this was a pivotal call in the game. Actually ended up, it ended up helping decide the outcome of the game. Wow, dude's fast. Bunt single. Okay. Um, but yeah, I think there should be some sort of I think umpires, referees, I think they should be held accountable for their actions. I mean, because it's clear that they are not. Because you have guys like don't run on me, buddy. You got guys like Angel Hernandez, who for some reason is still allowed to umpire Major League Baseball games. Why? Who freaking knows, man? Who knows? And I think it should be across the board, not only professional, but on the college level as well. Granted, there are differences in the rules between the professional and the college level. There are rule differences, but that being said, there should still be some sort of system to hold those making the calls accountable. Like, especially if it's in a big game or it helps decide the game. I think, like, personally, I don't think a referee, an official, an umpire should. I don't think they should be allowed to help determine the outcome of a game. I think that should be all on the players. If if you have a good team, get outplayed and beat by, you know, what would normally be considered a lesser team, great. That's great. You know, they earned that win, you know? It's different if you have, like, that is different than, say, what happened in the Celtics game today. Now, that's not taking any away from the absolutely incredible performance Giannis put up. I mean, dude had over 40 points in the game. Like, he pretty much carried his team today. Like, there's no way around that. He carried the Milwaukee Bucks today. Without him on the floor, they would not have won this game. And that is a fact. But yeah, y'all let me know in the comments who you got winning it all in the NBA this year. Oh, see you later. Yes, sir. Zach Brown, dinger, baby. Now, Zach Brown is obviously not a member of the Cincinnati Reds organization. You know, I have him on my team because he was my high school teammate, y'all. I played with him in for 2 years. 2 years. He was a junior my freshman year. So freshman and sophomore years, I got to call Zach Brown my teammate, and I could tell even back then that this dude was special, right? Because I mean, this dude was throwing mid-90s in high school. Like, you just don't see that. Couple lefties coming up, so get my lefty warming up in the bullpen. But yeah, going back to Zach, man, he even back in high school, man, he was special. He was, I mean, he's playing professional baseball as a starting pitcher. So obviously, back in high school, he was a pitcher, but he also played shortstop. And my claim to fame against him was in the what we called the 100 inning game. It's not exactly what it sounds like. We definitely didn't go out and play no 100 innings. It's called that because it is at the end of a brutal week of physically challenging your body. you have the underclassmen go out and compete against the upperclassmen. So yeah, I was able to get an infield hit off of Zach. No, I take that back. He wasn't pitching. We have we weren't actually we weren't going that far with it because our pitchers were still, in there. Not necessarily. I'm trying to think of the right word. They were still getting themselves stretched out, if you know what I mean. Like they weren't game ready at that point because this was. So yeah, we were hitting off of a machine. Zach was playing short, and I hit it right to him, and I thought, oh boy, here we go. I'm out by a mile, but me, I'm wanting to impress the coaches and everything. So I'm busting it down the line. I am absolutely going as fast as my feet will carry me, y'all. And I knew it was gonna be close. Everybody tells you not to dive head first into first base. Well, guess what? That's exactly what I did. And I beat it. I beat his throw. How? I have no idea. I think it was partially because the first baseman kind of muffed the throw a little bit, but still, I beat out a throw by a professional baseball player. I can say that. But yeah, that was definitely a neat experience getting to compete with Zach and watch him perform. Fully knowing, I knew back then he was going places. I knew he was. I mean, he was drafted right out of high school. He didn't go. He elected to continue on and go to college, and then he ended up getting drafted by the Brewers, and he's currently at the AAA level. So yeah. Wow. I thought it would have been at least midnight by now. Yes, sir, Ribby. Eighth inning Ribbies are always nice. Apparently, I'm just fucking shit up over here. it out. Yes, sir. Let's go. Well, I hope everybody is having a good weekend so far. Even though, we only got one day left of the weekend till we all got to go back to work and whatnot. I know tomorrow, for me, I'm going up to Indianapolis with my grandfather, and we're going to an Indiana Fever game. And to the game, I will be wearing my Destiny Henderson designed shirt, as she is a member of the Indiana Fever. Yeah, definitely looking forward to going up and watching her play. Now, funny story about this shirt, because I was watching the NCAA Women's Championship game between a relief pitcher gets himself a hit. That's what's up. But yeah, obviously South Carolina won, and in the post-game interviews, they were talking to Destiny about her shirt design, about her clothing line, and of course, I'm not a South Carolina fan, so the only games I had seen these girls playing was was March, But yeah, during that interview, I'm like, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go look up. Her clothing line and see what it is. And I looked it up, and I'm like, you know what? That right there is freaking awesome. I want one. So I ordered one. The same week it comes in the mail, right? Is also the week of the WNBA draft. So, I wore it to work that Monday night. And I get home to check the. I get home and I go to check who the Fever drafted, right? And lo and behold, the very first name I saw was Destiny Henderson, and I just had to smile at that, because I'm just like, hey, I have her shirt, and now she's on my team. What's up? Let's go. I was all excited and happy about that. So yeah, looking forward to going up to the game tomorrow. And these hits keep on coming. But yeah. That's too bad. But, yeah, sometimes it's just the small things in life you just gotta smile about, man. Because, alright, life is too short not to smile about the little things. And if you're just rigid all the time, your life's just gonna suck. And that's not saying, don't get upset about things, because trying to tell somebody not to get upset about anything in life is absolutely ridiculous. Because let's be honest, like, there are, man, we all have things in life that absolutely infuriate us. We all got things that we get upset about, we get angry about. That's not what I'm saying by that at all. What I mean by that is, just don't let every little thing get to you, if that makes sense. And my goodness, if I don't speed this up, this video is gonna be like an hour long. Um, Alright, so that's the end of the eighth inning. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short. Simply because, I'm already over 40 minutes long. And not only is this gonna take like freaking 3 hours to upload, excuse me, I'm just running out of things to talk about, and I don't want y'all just sitting here staring at my face for a freaking hour while I just sit here and ramble on and on. You know, I've covered the more important parts, but in all actuality, this is more of a test, just to kind of see what type of reaction I would get on the whole streaming thing. Like if I were to start up the whole Twitch thing, and try to start getting into that. Like, this is about as close as I can get to that right now. But yeah, like, is this something y'all would be interested in me pursuing more, or should I just stop trying with this? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I got a little bit of an interest in trying to get into the whole streaming thing, but at the same time, it's not something that I would want to get into if I'm not going to get any type of interaction. You know what I mean? But with that, thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. Have a good night, good weekend, and peace out.